This is the truth, and this is truly what I believe. Take a breath real quick. I really, truly believe, and I really believe this, that I was born with some type of genetic um, recurrence factor of of some type of either like an ancient king. You know how they say they could slow down, alter time, or some type of genetic recursor structure of some higher form of intelligence. And when they broke that, it offended me so bad, cause it's like it's like it's like the the honor of my own life, like the value of my own life, and like um when they did that, like it progresses as people get older. Like it didn't really completely come out until I was mid 20s. It started to show, and then when I was 28, it was like really, really, really jumping out. And when I have a really high IQ, that meant like so much to me in my life. And when they did that to me, that was like the most. It was the most. It was like the most sickest, cruelest, wrongest thing you can do to a human being. Like they violated me completely as human, and that's not okay to me. And they like humiliated me and stuff, and I'm not. It's number one, it's illegal. Number two, it's immoral. And number three, it's wrong. And when you start trying to counterproduce humanity over things that aren't even possible, it makes me mad. It really bothers me. So I'm just stating how I feel about them. I don't like them. I don't want them around. I think they're animals. I think they're irrational. I think they're delusional. I think they're dangerous. I think they're extreme. They're money driven. They're violent. Um, and I agree. I think that intelligence is in some form social order, not absolutely, but I think that it is relative. And I'm like really, really, really kind of mad about this situation, that somebody could do something so stupid, especially if they were African, to have damaged my brain, and that's not okay to me at all. And I guess that's it for it. But I just want to explain how I feel, and I don't like what they did, and I think that's wrong, and I know that it's illegal, and I want it to stop now. So I'm gonna try and continue to hold my belief that everything happens for a reason, and I do believe this still. And above and beyond each one of our lives individually, I do believe that's tied in some way. And I'm not a criminal. I don't break the law. I was only doing what everybody else around me was doing. I was only doing what normal people do, following the example of those that are around. And when you try and wield that as a weapon against people, especially younger people, I don't agree with your moral integrity. I don't agree. I don't agree with what you did. I don't like it. It's wrong, and nobody is gonna respect. Well, I say nobody. Most people will not respect what you did is wrong. Is wrong. So, um, they're deceptive. They're misleading. They're immoral. They're violent. They're delusional. And I'm asking you, the law is to leave me alone. I'm serious about this. Because I had things to figure out and things to accomplish, and I really truly believe that I could have contributed something in the value of my life. Not what it means to you, what it means to me, and the value of some type of contribution of something I could have done or produced or, been able to do. And the things that they're talking about, it's not really reality. All they keep talking about are things that aren't even possible. And nobody cares about your drugs. Nobody does. There are no drugs. So they're ridiculous. And then, like I said, it's not even possible. It's not even possible. And even if it was possible, it's highly unlikely. And when you counterproduce the production of when you counterproduce medical, technological, biological, real science, when you counterproduce that to blow something up, when you choose to reject, medicine, technology, resources and these things that actually do amount to something, and in a choice of blowing something up, you are a confused, irrational, dangerous animal. That's the truth. That's what you are. And the older we get, the more it surfaces that I was a little bit more human than the rest of them. That's okay though, but it's not right. It's ignorant. And what else can I say? Then leave me alone. Then why are you driven to hurt somebody else? Why can't you just leave me alone? You want to violate somebody's brain health. Out of all the people that did it, I'm like one of the least. And you're gonna come at me and let everybody else go. They're freebasers. They're evil. They're evil people. They're violent. So I think that they should pay for what they did. I think that everybody should be held accountable for the law, but I guess I'm trying to think what else I can say in this video. It was ignorant, it was immoral, it was wrong, it was dumb, and the people that doing it are really not that intelligent. They're as I explained in my writing earlier, they wrap around their own delusion and multiply around themselves to the point where their activities suggest like a really serious end coming of their activity is as I see it, not stable. Not at all. And it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. And that's why I look at the police and the government and the federal government are here to stabilize these things. Is what your point and your purpose is to stabilize this, because they're animals. Society is an animal, and if left unmaintained, they'll break everything down. The buildings, the companies, everything get attacked every single day. And I don't care if you want me to do anything or not. It's the police's job to stabilize the society, and they don't do that. Not for me anyway. But and tell me that I'm dead. No, I'm not. You're dead. If anybody's going to be you. If we're using anybody, it's going to be you all. The killer. If we're using anybody, it's going to be the killers are going first. The terrorists go first. So maybe it will, maybe it won't. Whatever. I suppose I believe that it happened because I tried to help them, and they're hopeless, and they're slow, and they're stupid, and they're baseless, and they're distorted, and they're delusional, and I guess that's it for the video I'm putting it online.